Hello, everybody. This is Sebastian Furtado, and welcome. I'm back. So I came back to Canada about a week and a half ago. I came back last Wednesday, not this one that just passed, but the previous one. And I went back to work on Thursday. So I've been very tired and, missing home, missing family, and I haven't really done much except working. And now that I'm off and that I'm, kind of feeling like back to normal. Um, I felt inspired to talk about this beautiful perfume that was a gift from a very, very dear friend of mine. You know who you are. Thank you very much. This is as special as you are. She sent me a sample of it, a small decant, because I was familiar with CUIR de Russie. You already know what it is by the title of the video. But I thought I had a sample of it and I didn't. And so she sent it to me. And by the name CUIR de Russie, I was expecting something like a heavy leather and something in that realm. But I was very surprised and happily surprised because it's not. CUIR de Russie, it's not that at all. But before we go on, let me spray it. Oops. Sorry. So let me spray it. Five. It is quite leathery right from the get-go. But it's a Chanel leather. It's a Chanel Russian imagined leather by Chanel. It's very, very, very Chanel. It couldn't be more Chanel than it is. The aldehydes, it's very aldehydic, and it's very, for a leather, I would say this is a very soft, it's so beautiful. It's a very soft, powdery, aldehydic kind of leather. And very luxurious, very, very luxurious. This is definitely one of my favorite leathers. This CUIR d'Ange from Hermes. There are a few more that I really, really have high regards for, but this one is just wow. It just took me by surprise because when it comes to CUIR de Russie, I think of something darker, more like CUIR Intense from Guerlain, from the Orient line that was named that. I don't know if they changed or not. And that one with the brown bottle, super strong, potent, not oudy. I do not think of oud when I think of Russian leather, CUIR de Russie. Guerlain did have a perfume called CUIR de Russie from 1875. I actually have that info here. But coming back to this, it's so Chanel. It's the most beautiful leather from Chanel to me, to my opinion. It's clean. It's not animalic. It's not dirty. It's not anything like that. On my skin, at least, it behaves in a very sumptuous way. It's very clean and soft and polished and smooth and powdery and aldehydic. It's what I get from this perfume. But what I was expecting would be what I did smell from Guerlain when I was in Paris last year. I had a chance to smell it again, one of those recreated perfumes, and CUIR de Russie is one of them. And it was composed in 1875 by Aimé Guerlain. And it's very heavy. It's very dark, very, very animalic. And idea of a composition and final product when it comes to CUIR de Russie, to my imagination, the CUIR de Russie from Guerlain, the one that's not in production anymore, that I just mentioned, is what I would think of CUIR de Russie. Not this, but I was extremely, very, very surprised with this perfume. But the thing is, I never smelled a Russian leather, you know, to say, oh, okay, this is what an actual Russian leather smells like. But keep in mind that this perfume is from, let me check here, double check, 1920. Yes, I will read to you the inspiration behind this perfume. Leathers today probably aren't what they used to be in the past. Much has changed, technology has changed, the way leather is processed has changed. So even today, a Russian leather probably wouldn't smell the same that it did back then, back in 1875 or in 1920. So the inspiration behind this specific perfume is, in 1920, the Russian Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich, I don't know say it, went into exile in Paris, inspiring visions of furs, crinolines, and the steppes. Charmed by his style, Gabrielle Chanel was inspired to adorn her creations with Byzantine embroidery and traditional folk motifs. The CUIR de RUSSIE fragrance is an adventure that evokes this Slavic influence. Composition composed by Ernest Beau, the first direction of Chanel fragrance. This warm, carnal, and musky scent, it's very, very musky. Yes, it goes into that clean musk kind of area, along with the aldehydes and powder. Scent blends birch bark with swirls of blonde tobacco heightened by jasmine, leaving a sophisticated trail. It is very sophisticated indeed. So Mademoiselle Chanel's encounter with the Grand Duke Dmitry gave rise to her Russian-inspired designs. The name CUIR de RUSSIE comes from the aroma left by the birch tar Russian soldiers used to tender leather goods. Maybe the original one was like that from 1920, because to me, my goodness, if soldiers if soldiers wore something that left a trail like this, Jesus, it would be tempting, because it smells really good. It's not something that I would associate with that image at all. This is like a Grand Duchess, not even Duke. There's something here that it reminds me of baby powder, in the in a very, yeah. But now I get something dark, but it's just a hint of smoke. Maybe it's the tarch, the birch tar, could be it. Yeah, but the opening, and it overall of a scent, it's very powdery, clean, musky, soft leather, and only now it's starting to get this slightly darker hint, which I guess could be the birch tar. Very interesting perfume, very, very beautiful. I'm very thankful to my friend. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. This is a stunning gift, and thank you so much. But yeah, this was my take on CUIR de RUSSIE. Of course, it will develop a little bit more, and it will change a bit more. But now the leather is it's getting darker. But my guess is that birch tar that I read. I don't know if I'm actually noticing that because I read it, or because it's I'm actually being able to put a name into what I'm thinking that I'm smelling, because I did notice this before, but I never actually read into this perfume until now. But I've worn this a couple times since I got it, and it's never dark. It's never, heavy scent. It's a very soft leather. If this were called Cuir Beluga from Guerlain, if he had that name, it would be very fitting, because it's soft, and it's a beautiful, beautiful leather. So thank you so much for your time, your attention. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And the world does need more beauty. Bye.